What the hell is going on? Jeez.
Oh my gosh, you recovered.
Oh shit. I still got my sunglasses from yesterday, and I think they got fingerprints all over. I hope those are fingerprints and not some other goo. I know, Jesus.
I see your face isn't red. Your makeup came off
My makeup.
successfully.
Oh shit. You should have seen me dig out the makeup. I had, that makeup got in my eye cracks, and I Jesus, Joe, you're saying dirty, dirty, dirty. Get away, get away, get away. Yeah, anyway. So, hey everybody. Hi, J9.
Chad?
Dingo. Dingo. Hey, vote Howie. What is that? Arif Hassan? Welcome.
Vote Howie.
Yeah, shit.
I did vote Howie.
Yeah, Howie. Are you? Juliet Nickel! There she is. Juliet Nickel. Anyway, yeah, I was really late getting the card up tonight, guys, because I was beating on the mixer trying to get it to work, and I came in and I sounded like this. I had to fix the goddamn thing again. It's falling apart, literally.
Yeah,
so.
you did sound, but like you'd been eating gravel too.
Yeah, I know. It's that gravel. It's good for regularity, though. So that's what they tell me.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's what they say anyway.
That's what they say. Anyway, hi everybody. We had a great time Saturday night.
We had an amazing time.
It was wonderful. The costumes were the best.
They were off the hook, yeah.
Yeah, and the guests and everything else. We're going to talk about that. I think Chanda's got some pictures for us.
I did. I brought some pictures of Saturday night's Halloween party with Beauty and the Boomer.
Yeah, jeez. I mean, wow. And Convo even threw some up there. And do we have that convo why I'm not voting for Joe thing in here? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's in the deck. It's in the deck.
Right. We'll have to run that. Again, thanks everybody. Sharyar. Hello, Sharyar. I love that.
Sharyar?
It's just Sharyar. That's a great name. Great name. Yeah, today's been hell. I sent back the new mixer because it didn't work. And I called an actual audio engineer, so I got a little more help. So keep your fingers crossed. But now we're limping along with the old mixer.
Fingers are crossed.
And yeah, and then we've got, what do we got going on? We need this to work.
We got so much going on this week. We got a good show lined up for tonight. But tomorrow we got a guest spot from 2 to 3 Pacific over on the Convo Couch. So we get to do a Convo Couch dive, which is going to be a blast. Election day.
Yeah.
We're just going to kind of hold down the fort for them so they could take a lunch break on they're going to do an all-day stream, I think, is what they're doing.
Yeah, I think they are. They're going to be raw by the end of the night. I was trying to find my bulletproof vest and my gas mask just in case, and I'd have to use that while hiding in my tub with the shower going. Jesus.
Well, if you just stay away from protests, stay away from, rallies, and stay home is what my plan is. I'm not going to go get in the middle of all this political theater.
No, it's insane. I mean, we went to the...
Why be a pawn?
Well, yeah. I know you went out shopping today, stocking up on the Bear
I did, and there was a
Essentials.
lot of people out. I went out early, and I was pretty shocked at how many people were out early. So apparently I'm not the only one thinking it's time to just batten down the hatches and stay home for a couple of days.
Well, here's how my day started off. 6:30 in the morning, they're out shooting guns, target practicing in my neighborhood.
Yeah, you live in Redneck.
Yeah, it's like 10 times more target practice than average. And it was on a Monday? Are you kidding me? Usually it's Friday and Saturday and Sunday. But they're out target practicing. I'm thinking, God, you crazies better save that lead. You're going to use it all next week. So, oh my God. So then I get up, and then we try and go to Costco. I mean, the parking lot is packed before the place even opens, and everybody's standing outside tapping their toe, and it's like, oh my God. So anyway,
Well, I don't see a run on goods yet, though. We seem to still have, other than the stuff that hasn't been around since COVID, but the shelves seem to be pretty well stocked. Now we'll see if that's the same in a week.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Monty Bike. Schultze, what's up, man? Screen
Chris
perfect.
Foster.
There's
Hey,
Chris. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us on Saturday night. I mean, we were blabbing so much. We didn't give you enough talk time, damn it. We want to have you on our show soon. Hey, Chris, he says, I saw you two on The Real Chris on the Screw Biden video. Yes, that was us. That was us. Yes. Screw Biden. Hell with it, man. I mean, Armageddon's here or coming or whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, hi
I
everybody.
brought some pictures. I brought lots of pictures of Halloween if you want to pull them up.
Yeah, my wife really enjoyed the pictures. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you go ahead and talk about this.
Well, I got to have 2 costume changes because, of course, I did no joke in the morning. So it's Halloween. I'm going to come dressed. I came as a pie in the sky unicorn wanting Medicare for all. And then, of course, I came as a rabbit down the rabbit hole for Beauty and the Boomers Halloween party. And look, we got Joy. She came as a unicorn. It was so cute. She sent me a message earlier that day. She was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know you were a unicorn." I'm like, No, I'm changing. Don't worry. Okay.
What was Amber? A cannibal?
She was like the queen of the woodlands.
Oh, Queen of the Woodlands.
Look at Amos. Almost cracked me up so much that night.
Oh,
when
yeah.
he gave us that COVID report, I
Yeah.
couldn't even breathe. I was laughing. So
Yeah,
much.
he did. He put a lot of work into that. He actually wired that head with springs in its jaws and
Yeah,
able
that
to
thing was
animate it. And it had light up blue eyes. It was
Yeah,
so
it did,
cool.
it did.
So
It was
kudos to
very cool.
Amos on that. He really, I like it when people take the effort to do it well. So
Yeah, he did it well, and it was funny. It was super funny. I loved your whole pudding bit was hilarious.
Puddin'. Harley Quinn.
And then
man.
Marcus, look at how good Marcus is. I found a little doll. It looks exactly like it.
Oh, a little squeeze doll, opposable arms. Yeah, that's that was Marcus. Was very funny. He stayed in character very well.
He
very
did stay in character, and it was funny because as you would toggle through the cameras, this is when I would catch most of these poses because we were all posing, as you would go through the cameras. But there's another slide of more pictures.
More pictures. Oh,
These are friends that stopped by. Of course, we had Chris, the natural progressive. She all cowgirled / mummied out.
yeah.
And then, of course, we had Combo Couch stop by, which was amazing and hilarious.
We had Darth
Placone.
Paclone up there. That was
Yeah.
Ron was in for a few minutes, and there's Chris Foster, the
Chris
walking.
Foster was hilarious because I just looked out of the corner of my eye and saw that on the screen when we were in the middle of a segment. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, it's a Walking Dead, and it was good too because he was drinking that single malt
single
embalming
malt,
fluid. So that was good, crew.
Yeah.
We loved
And
that.
Snorky. We love Snork.
Yeah, Snorky, tinfoil hat, Snorky. He had a tinfoil nose for a while too. That was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. So, yeah, we had a great time, and we want to thank everybody for hanging out with us for 3 hours plus a crash and God knows what else. So anyway, hey Maris, yeah, it was something. It was a lot of fun, and we want to do it again, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity around. What would you say, New Year's, something like that? I don't know.
Well, I'm already planning a masquerade ball. Are you kidding? We had so much fun dressing up, and everybody turned out. The chat loved it. So, yeah, we're definitely doing something for New Year's.
Yeah, that'd be great. A masquerade ball. What am I going to do for hair?
What are you going to do? I don't know. You're going to find a Marie Antoinette? Yeah, I came up with this masquerade ball last night.
No, that's a great idea. I'm sitting here. Slide 18. What is this, Chanda?
Oh, are you jumping ahead into segments?
No, yeah, I think so.
This is New York City getting ready for the election.
What the hell? Is that an election?
There's a video right below it too of LA and what they're doing, and it's
This looks like hurricane preparedness. It's election.
yes, all of the buildings, all of the major shopping districts in New York have been boarded up. Prada, all of those hoity-toity elite stores because they're scared. And then across the country, we're seeing National Guard be moved. I saw them rolling into Chicago earlier. And LA has literally put its whole entire force has to be in uniform and ready to go.
Oh, yeah. I heard a couple of comments. If there's rioters and terrorists, we are on the job. We are going to take care of it.
Well, we're going to talk about that because I think that there's going to be you're not supposed to say that word on YouTube, by the way, so that's going to get us punked.
What?
But I think there's going to be T problems.
Oh,
the T word you're not allowed to say.
Did I say that?
I really do think we're going to see a cyber T problem, and it's going to be by design.
Oh, okay. Good.
Just my
What other
prediction.
words am I not supposed to say on there?
I can't tell you.
I
Then I'd have to kill you.
just testing. Yeah, it's
No,
it's
I'll tell you in the green room.
it's not it's it's not an election but a selection. Of course, Sharyar. It has been the last few selections. Yeah, I agree absolutely. Now this is LAPD getting ready for the festivities.
This is LAPD.
All right, let's run this and see what it is.
So far, local police agencies tell us there are no reasons to believe there will be trouble and no known threats to polling places, but still, agency leaders say in light of the public protests and unrest over policing issues in recent months and the tense political climate, they're making sure plenty of officers will be on duty. The LAPD says it's ordered almost all officers to report to work in uniform until further notice. Certain units will work longer shifts, and some officers have had vacation days canceled.
Working with the county register as well as the Secretary of State, providing daily reports with the Sheriff's Department for countywide perspective on polling places.
Chief Moore says the department's operations center has been opened and it's coordinating with the registrar of voters. The LA County Sheriff's Department says patrol deputies will begin working 12 hours on, 12 hours off on Sunday to increase the number of deputies on duty. It says in an internal notice that's to provide better coverage for what it calls civil unrests. The California Highway Patrol says it's putting its officers on maximum enforcement, similar to what happens around major holidays.
Through election week, the Beverly Hills Police Department will be on full alert.
And in Beverly Hills, some business owners say they were advised by the city to board up their retail store windows. Not only is Beverly Hills PD putting more of its own officers on duty, but the department is hiring private security guards and bringing in police officers from Ventura County. And the LAPD just bought 1,000 of these new shields that are supposed to protect officers from rocks, bricks, bottles, and anything else that's thrown.
We're not going to become targets with these shields just standing there static while people choose to throw rocks and bottles at us.
It says in a statement, they're intended to be used as a defensive measure against assaults on police officers during protests and are designed to provide cover for our personnel. They're so new, officers haven't had much time to train. This memo we obtained says officers have to get permission to use them, and using them too soon at the scene of a demonstration could escalate tensions. The shields are new for the LAPD, but not for the Sheriff's Department that's used them in crowd control recently. In fact, one deputy was seen on video striking a person with the edge of a shield in West Hollywood in September. The LAPD's shields are much bigger and heavier than the sheriff's, and some officers have told us privately they're worried the program is being rushed and the usage hasn't been thoroughly tested and evaluated. The shields cost $235 apiece. The $250,000 total cost, including shipping, will come from the LAPD's existing budget. I'm investigative reporter Eric Leonard, NBC4 News.
And that's why we defund the police.
So what the hell? 250.
Let's give all these undertrained police officers a bunch of heavy ass weaponry and not expect them to use it and send them out on the streets and not start problems.
God, it looked like that one cop was trained perfectly fine to fucking nail that person in the throat with their heavy shield and break their throat. Shit.
You know I'm all about street action. I mean, for months and months, that's all I've said is get to the streets, get out in the streets. It's going to take us in the streets to change this. We can't change it at the ballot box. But right now, I'm advising you do not hit the streets. Stay out of this mess. Stay out of the political theater of it. I just don't see any point in supporting either side of this nightmare.
Yeah, I really... Yeah, I have to go with you on that. I wouldn't go out there at this time at all. I mean, there's going to be a time and a place, and right after this shit show that's taking place tomorrow, I don't think that's the time and place.
Rioting's not productive.
No, it's not, and they're going to blame everything on everybody anyway. So
yes, the only way we do this is with labor movement. That's the only way.
Yeah,
labor strikes. And changing the laws in the way that our unions are right now. It's the only way we're going to implement any change. It's not going to be rioting and looting.
Yeah, no, and everything's being parsed as that we are rioters and looters, and we're not out there peacefully protesting and all that other crap.
Right.
So,
that's why Trump can attack Antifa the way he does.
That's what it is. Maris, $4.99. Maris, something tells me this would be a Y2K hype reenactment organically, but they're working overtime to stir up as much chaos, i.e. shit, as possible. I added the shit, Maris, sorry. I what do you think, Chanda?
I agree. I absolutely agree, and it's both sides that are stirring up the chaos. The Dems are doing it in their own way, and yes, Trump, oh my gosh, Trump has just been on.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
last few days.
He's been absolutely.
Those patriots that were trying to run Biden's bus off the road, but they're patriots. If you saw that video, they were bumping and rubbing. There was laws that were broke. I don't care if they're patriots. They broke the law, and I know the FBI is investigating it now, but the Texas State Patrol is the one that needs to come in and make some arrests on that bullshit.
Yeah, well, stand back and stand by, Chanda. That's all I can say.
Stand back and stand by.
Jesus Christ. I don't know. Was there any more news about the pre-election preparation? Are they having a buffet out there for the police or what?
Are you kidding? There's so much news, they're not going to count, one Supreme Court will say they can't count ballots and accept them after a certain time. Others are trying to throw fucking people off the voting rolls. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, that chaps my ass. If it's postmarked correctly and it's everything's right and they're still not going to, if they don't get them, they're not, that's bullshit.
Is that why our polls are so far off?
Yeah.
It's because they poll all these people who think they're going to fucking vote, and then they're given provisional ballots, or their signatures don't match up, or they're cross-state interchecked, and their votes never get fucking counted.
Well, our friends down at Countville Couch exposed how corrupt it was in California with the primary. Who says they're not going to do the same thing with the general? Are you kidding me? So again, bait us in for the 24-hour news cycle. Yeah, exactly. That's what they're doing. My brain has just shut down at this point. That would be Pat the Batman fan. Thank you, Pat.
Oh, I know, Pat.
Yeah.
And that's, that's the best place to be, though. You just got to understand it, accept it, and know that we are mere mice squeaking at an avalanche, but squeak we must.
Yeah.
Those hedges.
Yeah.
But we got to keep fighting on. We have to. And we can't fight these battles. These are a waste of our time and energy.
Yeah, they always are. Thank you, Maris. I appreciate that after permission. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's better to say something and ask forgiveness. So thank you, Maris.
Okay, Hillary.
Okay. I don't know. What are you going to do in the morning, Chanda?
Oh my God, are you kidding? I'm writing so many shows. I'll be up working. Of course I will.
Oh, of course you will. And I got to tell the chat again. I couldn't do this anymore without Chanda. I'd be hamburger. There's just no way. Chanda saves me. And
the amount of content that I have to consume in order to is a lot. I'm junk food eating content.
Yeah, you
all
could
platforms.
Yeah, you could give a civics class at the end of the day every day. Every day. I found myself today, I unplugged just to go to Costco and watch the melting masses that I missed 4 hours, and I felt like there was a gap in my routine. It's like, it's insane. Right. It's insane. What are we going?
That's that algorithm programming.
I know. We've been brain botched.
Conceited, I do.
Yeah, it's been nutty, quite contrary. What are we going into weather now?
Well, yeah, if you want to go back up, we had a couple of things. I don't know.
What was, I'm going up. No, this is.
Go under the Halloween pictures.
Under the Halloween pictures. There's that, and then there's that, and now there's that. That's next.
Yeah, so, super typhoon, the largest one in the history of the world.
I saw that.
Hit the Philippines on Halloween night.
Well, why didn't we know about that beforehand?
Well, we did, but we're not doing dives every day, so.
Oh, shit. Well, what the hell? I'm going to give you the keys, and you have to do them 7 days a week, twice a day.
7 days a week.
I did give you the keys. You can do them 7 days a week, every day. Yeah, so this one was named Typhoon Goni or Gani or Gani. Was that they name it after that movie or what?
I don't know, but man, I've seen some of the damaged pictures coming out. I brought you guys video of the earthquake in Turkey, and I got a copyright strike for it. A news report. Who would have thought?
Oh my God!
So now I'm paranoid to bring anything.
Yeah, we got that ripped out on Friday, was it? A news report about the earthquake from Turkish news television. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, I think it's because of our relationship with Turkey. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I like turkey.
Me too. I like it roasted.
Yeah. Well, I don't eat it too much anymore, but I still like turkeys. Shit. Wow. That 235 miles per hour. You know what that would do to my little 1975 mobile home?
You're going somewhere over the rainbow, Oz.
Oh yeah, that would be. I mean, and I hope I land on the right wicked witch's head when I land. So.
What's Pelosi doing?
Yeah, shit, Nancy. So sorry. Oh, your ice cream. Here, let me take that for you. And
I'm melting.
I'm melting. Oh my God. Anyway, we got another super chat. Louise Brooks.
Aw, thank you.
So nice, Louise. Have we seen Louise in here? I haven't seen you in a while.
But welcome and thanks for speaking truth. Workers unite. Absolutely. Workers have to unite. You know, the secondary strike laws, I didn't know about them. So if you have a union that's striking and your union wants to strike in support of what that union is striking for, which is what gives us the biggest amount of strength, bargaining strength in the history of our country, has been made illegal. And you can thank Reagan and, all that crap. But, the union busting that they were doing in the 80s and 90s. But we have got to have groups outside of the unions, movements that the unions can get behind.
Yes,
to do this.
We're going to have to
around these. We have to.
We absolutely have to learn how to cross support with people. And can I bring this up? What we were talking about in the green room?
Yeah.
Okay. People, we have to be able to talk to the right wing, the people that we don't agree with. Why do we have to do that, Chanda?
Because if we don't, we stay in our own boxes and they can create strife and cause civil war. And that's exactly why we're in the problem that we're in. I watched a really amazing Matt Taibbi and Chris Hedges on Contact, and I brought you guys mascots out of it, but I didn't bring you this part. And he says that there was this study that was done last year or the year before, and basically what it came down to is 90-some% of Fox viewers are Republicans. 90-some% of CNN viewers are Democrats. They don't cross over. They don't ever speak. They're both fed their own, fake news on both sides. And because of that, they're managing to just create strife and totally tear the country in half. So if we do not start reaching over the aisle ourselves, and like our politicians are ever going to do it, it's one party. But if we don't do it, then we're going to end up in a damn civil war.
I know that.
I think we're pretty goddamn close.
I think we're damn close too. I know that I've been seeing this lately with other people in social media. They're actually talking to people that have different views on things. Right. And they're finding that they agree on several other highly important views.
We do.
That's the point.
Like the military-industrial complex.
Yeah.
We pretty much agree that they're out of fucking control. Both sides agree this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the politicians, but the actual base and people of the country.
Just like the Democratic...
Medicare for all.
Yeah, the Democratic Party wants to keep the actual left, the populist left, away from the centrist right in the Democratic Party. That's splitting us up. And we're being split from our neighbors that have a different view on things across
family members.
Political board. Yeah, we're how many people have been unfriended each other this year over this damn...
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, it's insane.
So many.
It's crazy. And I know everybody has an opinion on this, but the bottom line is, unless we start talking to each other seriously about the big shit like climate that's going to kill us, like our damn health care that's killing us, like poisoning the water, like the Flint situation, like the drilling, like the fracking, just supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, we're fucked. We need to start talking about this and stop talking about Nancy Pelosi's ice cream or Mitch McConnell's. Who gives a shit about
them? Or
them?
Trump said this or Trump tweeted that. It's political theater. It doesn't mean shit.
Labor is labor, can talk to labor. We need to be able to talk to labor. We need to talk to just everybody. Quit letting them divide us. That's all I'm saying. We have to find the common grounds and we have to kick off and do it. All of us. We need to do this. Louise. We got another super chat from Louise Brooks. She gave us another $5 here. I'm in Puyallup. I'm a Puyallup gal living in D.C. We will stand together against the oligarchs. Nailed it.
Puyallup. She's from Puyallup.
Yeah, Puyallup. Yeah, that's right up the road from me. I could just
That's
about,
right up the road. Well, right down the road.
right down the road from you, right up the road from me. Yeah. We will stand together because we're finally figuring out how fucked these politicians have been screwing us for the last...
both sides.
Both sides have been screwing us for decades. And this vote blue no matter who, they're no better than the Republican cabal. They're just as bad, and they're all working for the same oligarchs, Louise, that they're all drinking from the same trough. We're not telling you guys anything new.
No. Chris Foster says not to defend his current position, but Sanders was quite effective when he went to talk in red states. And absolutely he was. And why? Because Bernie was talking about everyday issues that are affecting working class people and poor and those on Social Security and disability. And that's who is, in those red states, the Rust Belt, the South,
No, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. And
I think Bernie would have won Florida if they wouldn't have had a stronghold, if Broward County and all of that bullshit wasn't in play.
Yeah, and the corporate mass media on the other side, the MSNBS, downplayed Bernie's media. Matter of fact, they threw shade at him for doing that. And remember Elizabeth Warren, I'm not going to qualify them by going to talk to them. Well, that's no way to do it. Sorry, Liz, I disagree. So, there you are once again. So that was a subject I want to get in here. I hope it didn't mess any of your segments up down the road.
No. Whatever. We're rolling with punches.
Okay.
We got lots of segments.
And we've got, I love Allison. I brought this. I hope I cut it. This is Allison. God dang it. She's going at Naomi Klein. This is
who Amber had the conversation with?
Yes, and
she's amazing, and I can't believe we didn't get this interview on
Oh, shit, yeah. Just listen to this, guys. I don't even know if I've got it. Let me check make sure got it cut or not or whatever.
Yeah, there's a cut. I checked it.
Okay, Naomi Klein has gone to the dark side, in my opinion, on many, many, many levels. But this gal... God, what's her name? Amber?
Hey, we're not the only ones who think this. This was kind of just something we started talking about in the last couple of months, like maybe the last month or two.
It started with Planet of the Humans, yeah.
Right, it did. And then, we were talking to Combo Couch the other day, and they're coming at her, too, for the same stuff.
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
It's not just us.
And I'm really, I need to get her name. I'll look it up. I apologize. Amber did an interview with her, so... Hopefully we'll get
Amber's
that back.
Screaming somewhere in the background.
Yeah, she's screaming. She should be screaming. Okay, Oz. Wake up, Oz. Here we go.
But we can talk more later. Yeah.
Yeah. We will talk more later, but my students are here, and I'm not sure everybody is going to be staying for the whole thing. So I really do want to say, especially in light of the previous presentation about junk news, that I personally am not comfortable with, a framework that is presenting the pandemic as a conspiracy to push tech. I believe that that there are people who are profiting and who are exploiting a state of emergency, but that is not the same as saying it is all part of a vast plan.
Are you not familiar with the Great Reset?
I am familiar with Plandemic and a lot.
No, this is the Great Reset. This is Klaus Schwab, the World Economic Forum. It's a whole book.
I am familiar, but my students are here. This is an academic setting.
Yeah, I would encourage people to go to the World Economic Forum's website and look up. They actually there's a whole book from Klaus Schwab that lays out the Great Reset. It's integral with COVID and the new normal, and it's very clear. This is documented in primary sources.
Allison, I've written about the opportunism. I've written books about exploiting states of
emergency. Are you saying that Klaus Schwab isn't advancing a Great Reset program?
I am saying that the pandemic is real, that it is not a
Did I say that it wasn't real?
You said that this is not a public health emergency. You said
I think at this point we are not in a public, that is my opinion. In this point of the game that we are not
out of line with the scientific consensus. And I just want to say that clearly because this is
I think it is useful. I would encourage everyone to actually go and look to the documentation that I have regarding the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the arrangements with the World Economic Forum, the push for biometric identity, and how that interfaces with the track and trace programs. Because it's really very important. And people can have different understandings of the nature of public health, but this is all happening.
Okay, I just needed to say that, and I know our students are developing their critical capacities.
I love that.
That's great.
And I encourage them to go to my blog because I have tremendous links. And what I say, I would love to be wrong about this. I don't actually particularly want for this to be a great reset to go forward. But based on the information, there are serious concerns regarding the fourth industrial revolution. And I think that as a powerful woman, I have the right to say that this is not a course of humanity that we are willing to pursue within the context of what is rolling out in a global technological surveillance state. That's my right, but you're welcome to have your opinion.
Nobody is saying it's not your right, but I think that this is a Rutgers event and there are lots of students here, and I think we need to be clear about the public health emergency that we're in and just continue the discussion.
Yep, we'll continue it. That'd be great. So, I think people bring different things.
To me, that's Naomi Klein using her cred to censure Allison Hauer McDowell on her views and her research. So she's no better than anybody else that's trying to censor somebody else in a public place. What do you think?
Well, can I just tell you, I think that we all take our news from what is the new mainstream media, which we call independent media, but they're turning into fucking mainstream news. So people like Klein, who we respected coming into this, I did up until like 2018. We take their word as gospel, but they're not doing the research. And if you look at the people that are doing the research, like Allison, like Whitney Webb, they're telling us, they're screaming at the top of their fucking lungs that this is a cyber takeover of our whole entire society, and we're allowing it to happen. We're putting no constraints on it. We're not even admitting it's goddamn happening.
Well, yeah, and this is my point. Okay, Naomi Klein's got a lot of cred. She's always had a lot of cred with me too. But things change up all the time.
Look at her house, Oz. Look at that fireplace behind her. Look at the woodwork. She's got a capacity of lifestyle that she has to maintain. And so she has to say that. And the fact that she kept censoring her with, we've got kids in the room, we've got young minds here. This is the fucking problem, is we send our kids off to college so that they can be brainwashed by these elites.
That you made the point, because she didn't use substantive reasons. She used, we've got kids here. We got, like, it's just like, Allison, you're full of shit. You're a conspiracy theorist.
Allison's dropping facts. Like, you can go look this report up. You can go look at who's on this board. That doesn't matter, because they're following a mainstream narrative, even though it's independent media narrative.
The fact is, they are doing a takeover through tech, through contact, through all this. They're
You guys just wait till tomorrow.
They have been data mining the living shit out of us ever since they started the internets. I mean, it started out small,
which was funded mostly by who? The CIA. The CIA gave Google its startup money. And Google rules everything now. Oh, shoot. Did you lose sound?
No. I got part of that. See, you said it's funded by McDonald's?
Yeah.
No, CIA. Yeah, absolutely. Again, I want the discussion. I don't want somebody that's written a couple of good books that had good substance, good material, knocking somebody else down that's bringing their research without a fair discussion. That's the point.
Her stance on Planet of the Humans was enough for me
to be done with her. Shit. She went after the Planet of the Humans people, and it was highly suspect because she's getting funded by a lot of the same people that are funding the other, the oligarch cabal. So again, and there was Max Blumenthal. Didn't he do a piece that she went after him on? Yeah. Again, Naomi, you know what? You're part of the conversation. Just let's have a little bit more conversation instead of you knocking us down. So
why do we have to stop respecting people? I stopped respecting her when she started toting non-facts and pushing an agenda.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I get it. There's a discussion out there, and I'm willing to listen, whether we agree or not. And we're not a choir here, right. And I appreciate that. So let's just have the conversations that are necessary to move forward on some of this shit. Let's not be kettled into thinking one thing or another by highly paid individuals. Is this me? I think this is me.
Maybe.
Oh God!
I bring Jimmy sometimes, but I don't.
God, I have been so busy, you guys. I'm
I've watched
sorry.
all Jimmy's
I'm been so busy. Yeah, this is me. This is okay. Here we go.
She went after Glenn Greenwald too. Huh? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
she did. She went after ridiculously went after Glenn Greenwald. Here we go.
So I just want to remind everybody. So whenever the establishment wants to push a lie or propaganda, they just do it. So like here, this is from Josh Rogan. He's a big propaganda pusher at NBC and CNN. He says, exclusive secret CIA assessment, Putin probably directing influence operation to denigrate Biden. Where does Josh Rogan work? He works for the Washington Post and CNN. I think that's where he works. Exclusive secret CIA assessment. Secret. Exclusive. This is all exclusive. Secret. Oh, yeah, it is. There it is. Washington Post. That's where he works. Secret. Exclusive. Secret. What is that exclusive secret? You want to know what it is? Putin probably directing influence operations. Probably. How do you know? So they don't have. So you know when they say probably? That's because they don't have evidence. And so that's just an evidence-free conspiracy theory that Josh Rogan from the Washington Post is printing and pushing on social media. They'll never, ever stop that. By the way, and when something's true about the establishment and they don't want you to know about it, this is what they do. So this is also from the Washington Post. The Hunter Biden emails, 100% true. This is what they say. We must treat the Hunter Biden leaks as if they were a foreign intelligence operation, even if they probably aren't. So this probably... There they print it, but even if it probably fuck it, don't print it. So do you see how the newspaper isn't printing the news? They're printing propaganda on purpose. Some of the news they want you to know, some of it they don't.
Yeah,
this is true.
I mean, I'm gonna be, Jimmy. This is not unique. Jimmy is not the only one saying this. We've known this for a long time, for decades. It started really bad in the 80s, and then when the internets came into play, it got multiplied by 1,000. So we got a couple of good comments here. I want to get back to them. Keith Hayes. Let me see. They don't have to surveil you. You give them your social media and a record of everything you do for free. Exactly. Absolutely. They data mine the living
Here's
shit.
My camera. Have access to all of my pictures. Here's what I had for breakfast. Here's where I'm going on my maps. Here's what I bought at the store via my credit card. They have fucking everything.
Everything. And we got one. Melissa, I got a, here you go. Seems that she didn't want the college kids to think, it's not a health crisis, so I don't have to wear a mask going to massive parties just fine.
I'm not going to get into masturbating.
I'm not. No,
I'm still wearing one, but I'm beginning to think that unless this thing mutates, it's not as bad as they let on.
Well, Jordan interviewed some doctor today on I don't know if you saw it. He wouldn't wear a mask because he was chalking it up to being just another virus, a flu virus, and I'm not even going to go there. I mean, that's just
right. I'm just not going to go there. Yeah. I think it's much deeper than
that.
I
think it is. If
I told you what I really thought and what I really know, you guys would just be like, "Oh, conspiracy theorist."
Yeah,
when you go and you read these contracts and you read who's in control of all of these boards that are controlling this pandemic, you start to question, okay, what the fuck is really going on?
Yeah, I agree, Chelsea. Chelsea, you get good point. Please tell me who the correct people are to pay attention to, eat a bag. Yeah, that's the way I feel. I mean, we've got to read between all of this stuff because we don't get it served up to us on an honest plate. It's a propaganda machine, and again, we're not a choir.
Well, and independent media, the reason, and we're going to get into this, Matt Taibbi, let's get into our Matt Taibbi clips because then we're really going to get into this.
Okay. Ready?
This is a very serious conversation we're having tonight, Oz. This isn't our typical deep dives.
Yeah, I know. This is deep. Okay, just start running them.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Listen up. I'm with these guys.
Everyone should subscribe. Facebook and Twitter dodge a 2016 repeat and ignite a 2020 firestorm. The companies have said they would do more to stop misinformation and hacked materials from spreading. This is what the effort looks like. And then, reading from your article, Roos, who you just mentioned, notes that, quote unquote, politicians and pundits have hoped for a stronger response from tech firms ever since Russian hackers and WikiLeaks injected stolen emails from the Clinton campaign into public discourse. This is again a quote from him. Since 2016, lawmakers, researchers, and journalists have pressured these companies to take more and faster action to prevent false or misleading information from spreading on their services. The Podesta emails are not false.
I know, exactly.
They're real.
It's a bait and switch. And this has been going on all across the media landscape. But they're doing that. They're saying in the public memory what happened in 2016, they've used the word disinformation or misinformation so many times that people associate those emails with words like that. And so they can get away with saying, well, we have to do something to stop this misinformation or disinformation, even though, again, we're talking about things that are real and true, but just happen to come to the public through a means that is, in their minds, infamous. So, again, the traditional mission of an organization like the New York Times, and they exist specifically because they have the resources and the training to hunt out whether or not stuff like this is real. They're just skipping straight past that and going to the editorial pronouncement about how this is the kind of material that should be suppressed, and this is what suppression looks like, and good for them, and that's the angle that they're taking right now, which is really extraordinary. It's an amazing.
It is. What we're seeing and what we're witnessing, whether we know it or not, is historical.
Clip number 2.
Clip number 2.
All right.
Sure, and a couple of years ago, when Alex Jones was thrown off basically all of the tech platforms in what was actually, in hindsight, kind of a remarkable moment because it was clearly coordinated. All of the major platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Google, Spotify, YouTube, they all kind of kicked off Jones at the same time. And sort of liberal America cheered. They said, well, this is a noxious figure. This is a great thing. Finally, someone's taking action. What they didn't realize is that we were trading an old system of speech regulation for a new one without really any public discussion. And you and I were raised in a system where you got punished for speech if you committed libel or slander, or if there was imminent incitement to lawless action, right? That was the standard that the Supreme Court set. But that was done through litigation. It was an open process where you had a chance to rebut the charges. That is all gone now. Now, basically, there's a handful of media, of these tech distribution platforms that control how people get their media. And they've been pressured by the Senate, which has called all of their CEOs in and basically ordered them, we need you to come up with a plan to prevent the sowing of discord and prevent the spreading of misinformation. And now I think this past week is when this has finally come into fruition, when you see a major reputable news organization like the New York Post, with a 200-year history, is now locked out of its own Twitter account. And that story, which has not been disproven, it's not disinformation or misinformation. It's being suppressed in the manner of, the same way it would be suppressed in a third world country, which is, I think, I don't know what you think, I think it's a remarkable kind of historic moment.
Yeah, exactly. We don't even realize how badly we're being censored and propagandized. It's worse than Russia.
Yeah. The bad news is one of these days they're going to kick us off the world here in YT land, and
we know they're going to come for us.
Yeah.
We know they're going to come for
we're
the
just
type of
we're the new
speech
kids
that we're saying.
Yeah, we're the new kids on the block, and they haven't had time to shake us loose like the fleas we are. So
exactly. So in the meantime, we're just going to keep screaming our lungs off and trying to tell anybody who will listen the truth of what's really going on.
Yeah, we're going to give us our honest, founded opinions. They're founded. They're not unfounded. They're founded, and they're our damn opinions, just like yours are. Let's have that discussion. Last clip.
All
right.
I think temporarily, I do believe, I have maybe a naive hope that some canny entrepreneur will realize that there's a screaming need out there for a new kind of media product. I mean, I hear it every day from people sending emails that I just wish there was a place I could go to find out just what happened, stripped of all the editorializing. All right, like people want the old school, boring,
Night, Melissa.
When, why, where, how, third person, dead voice that we used to get in all these, in all the newspapers, and they're not getting that anymore because everything is highly charged and highly politicized and tailored for a political audience.
Yeah. This was an amazing interview on Contact. Chris Hedges, Matt Taibbi, two of my favorite writers right now in the world. I think that they are brilliant. They understand what's truly happening, not just globally, but domestically. These guys are so smart.
Yeah, and here's the other thing, just a fun fact. Yesterday when I was watching this thing and posting it through my social media thing, I said, I got to get over to the deck and put it on the deck. So what do? I go over to the deck, and Chanda's already got it loaded. I mean, it's like, give me a break. Give me a break. Really?
And after this, I rolled into a speech from Chris from a month ago that I hadn't seen. So, I got an extra bonus. Yeah. But I'm going to bring that to the Convo Couch tomorrow.
That's Convo Couch tomorrow? Okay, yeah. Convo Couch, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. The Dive is going to be visiting the Convo Couch. They invited us to spell them so they could go to lunch and take a break and do everything. Yes. There was one more thing. Oh, who got demonetized today?
Ron Placone. Poor Ron logged into his thing, and he's not allowed to monetize anymore. It's not even an option for him. So, this is where Matt says that some entrepreneurs got to figure out that independent media is being stifled and suppressed by these corporate Silicon Valley types. They're going to have to break free. They're going to have to, build a platform where this is at. And that's where we're all going to end up. We're over at the Rockfin. A lot of us have migrated over to the Rockfin. So if you haven't checked out Rockfin, please go sign up for the Rockfin, because that's where we're going to end up when Google and YouTube and Twitter, and because they're working in tandem now to take people down. It's not just you're taken down off of one platform. You're taken off of all platforms. Your whole entire body of work, your existence is just wiped.
Yeah, they're all ganging up on us. They're realizing that we are having an effect, and again, they don't want to do that.
We're filling a void.
Yeah, we're filling a void.
And that's the thing. The truth will, I always say the truth is like a lion, set it free, and it will defend itself. And that's exactly what's happening, is it's defending itself via us. If we can't get the news from somewhere, well, damn it, we're going to bring the news and give it to you guys.
My goal in life when I get up in the morning is not to spin conspiracy theories. That's right? I don't live for that. I mean,
life
what the hell?
So much easier without
Oh my God, what the hell? Thank you, Al Walski. Click thumbs up if you like the program. Yeah, thanks, Al. And Maris, I remember that speech. You should highlight the 2019 commencement speech from Chris Hedges.
I know, wasn't that?
Yeah, Chanda and I were just like melting in our chairs. It was just awesome.
God.
Awesome.
If one of these guys told me to vote for Biden, I would truly be heartbroken.
Yeah, I would just throw my microphone into the toilet.
I'd be like, that's it.
I'm done.
When Noam did it to us and Robert Reich, that was hard to take.
Yeah, when Noam did that, I'm just.
Did you see what Noam said? Can I bring it? It might be on the deck. I remembered I copied it, but I don't know.
I saw it an hour ago, so I saw it somewhere. Maybe it was on the deck.
Terrible.
It was terrible.
Attacks third-party votes.
It was. Yeah, he was ripping them. And again, you know what?
Us.
If Glenn Greenwald and Max Blumenthal,
Ellen, welcome.
And Max Blumenthal and Matt Taibbi, Sirota, if all those guys start preaching the gospel from mass media, I'm done too. I don't know if I can stand it. My head's going to explode.
I had to let David Dole go this last couple of weeks. Okay, he was getting it back in the days of Bernie, but I don't think he gets it.
David's got some splaining to do.
He's got the fear.
Yeah,
the fear got him.
And I would love to have a formatted show off his set with David Dole on the other panel, because I have our panel friends, and anybody who wants to come in and chat, we'd have that. Again, I challenge the local Democratic establishment all day long. I go, you want to have a debate? Anywhere but your house or my house, but they won't do it.
Badass. You just love to debate.
I do. I screw that shit. Let's call it what it is. Bullshit.
Yeah, Katie Halpert.
Yeah, I love Katie Helper.
I love Katie,
Yeah.
but that's a bummer. She's
Yeah. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Jordan Allen.
Yeah, Jordan. Sorry you didn't get a notification. We put a card up late.
Late.
We're behind the 8 ball with all these different shows for
Yeah.
the election, and we apologize.
And dealing with tech. Oz, you're
yeah,
fired.
poor Oz has got tech issues. So this is trying to see how voting blue, no matter who, has done anything positive over the last 4 decades. She's looking pretty hard.
And it's the same old song, the same old story. And this time it's horrible. It's the end of existence and everything else. It may be, but it has been. It has been
Just
for the
accept
last 50
Accept
fucking
it.
times. Come on, how did we get
Accept
here? That's my question. How did we get here?
We didn't have the world's largest typhoons, and we didn't have come on. We all have to admit what's going on is not normal.
Yeah. This is cray cray, very cray cray.
Totally cray cray.
What do you got here?
Oh my God, this story. Okay, so yesterday we get an alert from Laura Loomer, who I'm not a huge Laura Loomer fan at all. She's kind of woohoo. But anyway, she was at a campaign rally in Palm Springs where Harris pulls up in a stretch limo and gets out and does like a 2-minute photo op, and it's not her. And she's calling her out to her face going, "You're not Harris. Who are you? This isn't cool." And they don't confront her. They don't say, "You're a liar." She doesn't take her mask off and go, "Yeah, it's me. What are you talking about, you fool?" You watch the clips. It's weird.
They had a body double?
Well, come on. We know they did that with the Hills.
Well, yeah, I know they do that. But she didn't even get out of the limo. They just went in and they waved and turned around and left.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that's loud. I can't see her.
Right, but she gets up to her. And she's like right in her face, like, "You're not Kamala." Look at her eyes.
That's not Kamala Harris. That must be. Doesn't even look like her.
They just put her clothes on her.
Kamala Harris.
She can hear that lady saying, "You're not Kamala Harris," and she just ignores her.
Kamala Harris. It looks nothing like her. Very deceptive to the voters to send body doubles out. Very deceptive. It's a fake Kamala Harris.
Those are fake security guards there, too. You see the
look
shoes?
at how they were walking all over each other. Yeah, they had tennis shoes on. And then the next one is what she pulled up in. It's only like 30 seconds.
Yeah, but was that even a sanctioned event for Kamala Harris, or was that something the other side pulled?
We don't know. Nobody's taken any credit for this. Like, the Dems aren't saying they did it. They're not saying it was an outside, they could just say it's an impersonator. We don't know.
You know what? It could have been a he, Melissa. So there you go.
He's heavier than Harris. Okay.
This is very bizarre. The Democrats just sent a stretch limo to the polls and
No fucking way. There's no way.
She pulled up in a stretch limo.
No, this was a setup.
Right?
Whoever did it, it was a setup.
Right. But nobody's bothering tonight. Nobody
Trump Pence, yay. Go away. Go away.
So, in elections past, if something like this happened, don't you think that the pundits would have been screaming, "Look at the Republicans trying to stage this crap, blah, blah, blah." Nobody said a freaking word. It was just cricket.
That was a weak setup at best. There wasn't even Secret Service detail there. I mean, there's just no way. This is bullshit.
Right. But then, did you see the videos? I didn't bring the videos because I didn't I would have had to go to some right-wing site.
Yeah,
but of them taking Biden's bus in Texas when they surrounded it with the Trump cavalry. Did you see those videos?
Yeah, well, that was true, wasn't it?
No, that was true, and it got just blown off too.
Well,
it was fake news.
No, it was true though. Our sister Suzanne was really royally.
Yeah, those
pissed.
were staffers that were in that car that truck hit. They're lucky they didn't lose control.
Yeah, they are lucky they didn't lose control. This is crazy. The shit
It's all crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts. What do you got here?
Everything is still going to be horrible after the election.
Oh, is that Bart Simpson's sister?
Yep.
Oh shit! I think she's right. I hate to say it. Oh my God! What we got? What
would have happened if somebody pulled her mask off?
Yeah,
that would have been awesome.
Really, that would have been awesome. Slow news
I'm
day.
gonna break your brain for a second.
Can you hurt me? Can you hurt me?
Well, when Whitney Webb breaks her own brain, then you know you're in trouble.
All right. This is going to break my... Is this a Whitney cut?
Yeah, this is a Whitney couch.
Oh, good. I watched that. You sent it out yesterday, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah, that was a great, Slow News Day. Check them out if you're not already following them.
Welcome to Slow News Day Live. My name is Steve Poikinen. I'm here in half burnout Boulder Creek, California. I'm joined once again by my co-host, Glory Jones. And today we are very, very pleased to have back onto the show the incredible brain-breaking Whitney Webb. How are you this morning, Whitney?
Hey, I'm good. I actually ended up breaking my own brain over the weekend. We can get into some of that.
Totally want to hear about that.
Usually doesn't happen to me. I usually break other people's brains, right? But, it was only a matter of time till I did it to myself.
But by all means, how did this happen?
Right. You want me to get straight into it then?
Fuck yeah, dude. We got a lot to cover today.
So originally, right, we were going to talk about how during the debate or whatever that I didn't watch because fuck watching it. I just watch clips when they come out. Anyway, so there was the whole dark winter thing about Biden and Trump being it is going to be a dark winter. No, it's not. Okay. But the other thing that I think people should start paying attention to is what these people are saying about Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So you had during the debate, Trump say bad things happen in in Philadelphia. And then today he tweeted out that Philadelphia is out of control. Well, it turns out
5 days ago.
If you search for media reports over the past 2 weeks or so, you will be amazed at how many mainstream media reports refer to Philadelphia as ground zero, the epicenter of 2020, that the bullseye is moving over Pennsylvania or Philadelphia.
They're trying to box
it in. The center
in.
of the bullseye and all of this stuff. I mean, it's really eerie, the words they're using to describe Pennsylvania. In Philadelphia specifically, you have Mother Jones with a picture of Pennsylvania literally on fire, but they're talking about in the article about vote counts, right? But they have Philadelphia literally on fire in the picture, and the headline is, "It's going to be hell." Okay, so this seems a little weird, right? For talking about vote counts, because the official thing that they're setting up with Philadelphia is that there's going to be confusion over the mail-in vote counts and that it's most likely to be an epicenter for fraud. But there is some really crazy shit going down in Philadelphia that has to do with my Cyber Reason series that I wrote in January that we could get into in a little bit. I don't know if you want me to refresh people on the Cyber Reason thing before I go further, because it was a long time ago.
We may as well bring it up. I mean, I remember having you on, and I remember talking about it, and then so much has fucking happened between now and January that I'm sure we could all use a little refresher. But
so,
in due time.
I wrote a 3-part series about this company called Cyber Reason and their simulations of a doomsday scenario for the 2020 election that they started doing a year ago. And they've done several since then. And basically, Cyber Reason is an Israeli intelligence front company. Their head guy used to be the offensive hacker of nation states for Israel's Unit 200, which is like Israel's NSA. He admits that his role at Cyber Reason is a continuation of his time at Unit 8200, where he was offensively hacking.
Yeah.
This is why I pay attention to Whitney Webb, because I have never came across a better researcher than she is. She knows who's on every board, whose contracts are who, where they worked, where they came from, who they're representing. I mean, you want to know what's happening in the world, follow Whitney Webb.
Yeah, exactly so. It's the people that have the chutzpah, I don't know what that means, but the guts and take the time to do the goddamn research. And I don't care if they look like Sasquatch or Betty Boop. If they're doing the research, then they're doing the fucking research.
Can I tell you, that's what I love the most about Miss Amber King.
Oh yeah, Jesus, Amber, she's a freak, man. She's
a freak when she drops contracts. You're just like, what?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
what are you doing up on the freaking website? NSA website at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I know. There are people like that. They don't screw around. They don't say, "Okay, I'll do it later or tomorrow."
Well, that's their strong set. That's their mindset.
They
and
get on
the
it.
People, yeah. They don't fuck around.
They
just
don't screw around.
In control of what?
Yeah.
And that's so. Basically, this was 5 days ago. This was an older one. Glory Jones stopped by our Halloween party the other night with Convo Couch.
Yay,
We got to say a
Glory.
quick hi to her. So
Yeah, Glory.
Slow News Day is amazing. This episode really goes on to lay out how she predicts a cyber T attack tomorrow, and it's intentional because that way they've got all this software in the wings that they. I mean, you got to go listen to this interview. The guy who worked for Microsoft doing the proprietary software is now in charge of the NSA's, election, integrity, blah, blah, blah. He basically says that, yeah, they're going to roll this software out, but basically they're going to say, look, we couldn't call it in 27 states because we didn't have software that secured our votes, blah, blah, blah. So they're gonna uniformly dump this on us because this election's going to be such a shit show. It's basically the same concept as the Patriot Act. When 9/11 happened, then they had the Patriot Act already waiting in the wings to dump on us.
It was already
They've
written.
got this shit. It's already written. It's waiting in the wings, and they're going to dump it on us. But we have to have the big event. Call it whatever the hell you want. But we got to have that catalyst moment to push us into the security cyber state. And between what's been going on with COVID and now with this election, coming apart at the seams, it's the perfect thing. And yeah, come on, we know they never miss a perfect opportunity to dump this shit on us.
Yeah, Dingo. Microsoft wants to push Election Guard.
Election Guard, exactly.
Yeah, don't be surprised if they take a lot of social media speakers down tomorrow.
We're gonna get purged, I think, in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna get
see a
slammed.
major purge,
look for us.
especially if Biden is declared the winner.
Look for us on Rockfin. Look for us on our other channel, Roar Media. If we're gone off of here, and we'll try, and what we need to do is work together to find all of our fams everywhere and communicate.
You can always find us over at Rockfin.
Yeah,
you can always find us through the Natural Progressive.
Yep, over at Chris, Natural Progressive. She's offered up her channel. So yeah, we got to be a family today, and don't be surprised if I wouldn't put it past them to see them take down the whole internet and freak out the country.
We've heard this. Now, there's a lot of talk about this in certain circles about a temporary shutdown and reconfiguring of the internet. So, guys, you're not off base at all on this. We're hearing that they have to put more controls in it, and the best way to do that is to take it down. I don't know.
I think I put a couple of still shots in here that were things that we said months ago, and we're seeing it being parroted now the day before the election. So let me see if I can get this to work. Next slide is, where are you? There you are. There you are. I can't see it. I don't care about you. This is Trump, right?
Yeah, I don't care about you. Woo, MAGA, baby. I don't care about you either. Frankly, it's a little weird that you haven't picked up on it either. He's telling the MAGA people that it's weird that they haven't picked up on the fact that he doesn't like them.
Yeah, it's like, this is, I was talking to somebody about this today. A friend of mine lives in a trailer park in an area, and he says, yeah, most of the people around here are Trumpers, and he doesn't get it. And it's like, yeah, they haven't picked up on it yet either. So
he doesn't like poor people. So,
no.
which is funny because that's most of his base.
Yeah. And then we've got Liz here. I saw this.
Oh, I came across this. This is 3 or 4 days old. But
I know.
Because we used to do a dive every day. I had to stay on top of the stories. I never brought you guys stale stories. I bring them as soon as they were breaking. Yeah. But now that we're so many days in between, I have to bring old stories occasionally because I want to talk about them.
Yeah.
And Warren, that sellout snake. Wow, what a snake. What a snake.
When did you pick this up, by the way?
This is 3 days old.
I know, but when did you get it? Yesterday or today?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you've got cameras around my property because I was probably watching at the same time you were, and you were watching it over my shoulder. I still got to check my bathroom.
What a snake.
Oh, my God. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Got some news for you this morning on cabinet moves in a potential Biden administration. You guys are going to enjoy this. So Elizabeth Warren still believes she has a shot to be Treasury Secretary. This is according to Politico. You can see here, Alex Thompson says, Scoop, Warren wants to be Biden's Treasury Secretary. Will make her case for it if he wins next week. That's according to 3 Democratic officials who've spoken with her inner circle. She wants it, 2 of them said matter-of-factly. Of course, the Warren team says it's 5 days out. We're focused on the election. Of course, we're not thinking about that.
Unbelievable.
All right. This has always been, I mean, this is why she didn't endorse Bernie. This
Yes.
is why she stayed in the race as long as she did.
And
This
Hillary.
is why she's, abandoned all of her principles and gone to Joe and said, look, I lost, you won, I'm totally with your principles. Let me do some high dollar fundraisers for you, even though that goes against everything that I've been saying, at least for the past year, about how I feel about big money in politics. This is the play, and it is definitely not going to happen. Why? Because the donors don't want it, number one. And
Number
they've got
one.
a good excuse that they're going to use. I can tell you 100% what they're going to say. Like, Elizabeth Warren would be great. They'll send this to the press. But look, there's a Republican governor of Massachusetts who would get to appoint her successor in the Senate. And so, sorry, we can't risk losing her from the Senate and potentially put that seat at risk. So she's got to stay in the Senate. We're going to pick whoever for Treasury.
Well,
Yeah, I saw this and my teeth started breaking out of my head and falling on the ground. I go, are you kidding me? Really? Biden's donors, Biden's donors want Elizabeth Warren launched into space.
Yeah, are you kidding?
Yeah.
She came after Wall Street, even though,
my
come
God.
on. She came after Wall Street very watered down, especially the last few years.
Yeah, that one was.
I told him to knock it off. Isn't that what Hillary said?
Yeah, yeah. You're never gonna get. Oh shit!
Stupid. So yeah, let's.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this comment, Jordan. Chanda, that is so Native American bigotry. Jordan Allen, I love it. There you go.
I'm sorry, I offended the 116th.
Yeah. Here we are. We're. This is gonna be. We're gonna be pegged in this, right?
Yeah, I cut one of our little segments out. So this is a compilation that the Convo Couch put together on why we are not voting for Biden, and they had videos submitted from all over. And Oz and I and Christine, the Natural Progressive, we got a chance to put a few comments in there.
Okay. By the way, you sure you want to do this? We're being outed.
You think I'm being outed?
Yeah, we're being outed here. Watch.
I wasn't outed months ago. When
No,
I was burning your bust, or years ago.
You get it. You get it. Here we go. Who are these masked individuals? Oh, they're not wearing masks.
47-year
We're
record,
fucked.
and for someone like myself, who identifies as a Scandinavian social democrat, he makes Ronald Reagan look like a wide-eyed leftist. You can pretty much go down the list of issues from healthcare, foreign policy, the environment, and Joe Biden's rhetoric and record aligns with the views of most conservatives.
I also am not supporting Joe Biden because of his stance on whistleblowers. He's the reason that Snowden is locked in Russia, and they're trying to extradite Julian Assange and lock him in prisons for 180 years for his reporting of corruption.
Shame on you, Shane.
I'm not voting for Joe Biden because he came from an administration that just basically did everything they could for the wealthiest in the world. I mean, what did the Obama administration do for the people? Open up fracking, more fracking, drilling in the Arctic, took us from 2 to 7 wars, couldn't do a damn thing on healthcare except a Mitt Romney.
What an asshole that guy was.
I know. I was screaming. Our mics were loud that day, but that was a stressful day. I remember that day. I had some serious stress going on that day. So
yeah,
I'm just glad we pulled it off.
Yeah, we did. We want to help our sister and brothers over there, and we hope everybody in chat, because we see you guys over in Convo Couch too, and we always want to say hi. So again, I did say it on No Joke. We do have other engineers at Uphill. John's one of them, and when you say hi to Oz and you don't get a response, you can bet it's one of the other engineers. So just remember that.
Oz is always friendly.
I always want to recognize anybody that says hi to me. It's kind of like the polite thing to do. Okay. So anyway, yeah, and I put this in this morning. Let me see. This is from today, I believe, and it was.
I was like, I'm too tired to bring any content to the show. I'm just gonna rerun the Rising.
Yeah, I got this because I think this was one of the most salient points that Crystal Ball made this morning, and
who did she go after?
Oh, she goes after everybody. Here you go. You're gonna like this. I promise you're gonna like this.
Crystal.
If you don't like it,
dirty.
I'm wrong.
The person of Donald J. Trump. What's more, even if Trump loses this time around, it's not just his policy track that's going to stick around, since that policy track predated him. The style is here to stay too. Win or lose, Trump charted a highly successful political model, obtaining the presidency in one shot, of course, but even more importantly, capturing the media and driving every single news cycle. You do that, you instantly have more power than nearly anyone else in the world. That skill alone transforms you from bland nobody, 1 out of 535, to cultural lightning rod, agenda setter, and kingmaker. Just like Obama spawned 1,000 knockoff Obama wannabes, people like Pete and Beto and Corey practiced his distinctive speaking style in the mirror, Trump has already created a bunch of obnoxious spin-offs trying to mirror his insults and general assholery. Tomorrow, Trump's probably going to lose, although he still has a reasonable path to the presidency. But if you think that means he's going to be out of our lives and out of our living rooms and our politics anytime soon, you are very much mistaken. Politics is really nothing but pro wrestling style entertainment these days anyway. Amen. And while he may not be able to beat Joe Biden in the Electoral College, he won't have any trouble beating him at the big show. And make no mistake, the show will go on.
It's true.
Don't
forget who Trump was. Trump is a gangster. He built Atlantic City. Come on, only a gangster would build Atlantic City. And then he embedded himself in with the WWE back in the late 80s and 90s and stuff. You know, he was always in their rings and big voice talking. Yeah, come on. He's a freaking actor. He's going to play it up for the cameras.
Yeah, I don't think he did it as good as Barnum and Bailey, but, you know, he's definitely taking on the moniker.
He's definitely got some Barnum and Bailey in him.
Oh, yeah. Hell yes. Hell yes. Rachel
Meadows too busy. Yeah, fake eyelashes and dry martinis.
Dry martinis, yeah. Shit. Don't say that. Amber might hear you. Oh, my God.
I like a good dry martini.
Yeah, well, I'll stick with my sapphire and tonic. By the way,
I make no comments about fake eyelashes.
you had some beautiful ones Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, I had some good ones.
What were those? Like, they were red and they were like 2 feet long or something? I don't know.
Gosh, yeah, they were like...
Yeah, your eyelids must have got their exercise for the night. That was something.
I picked glue out of my eyes for a day.
Oh, my God, glue in the eyes. We aren't saving this for tomorrow. This is in your face, right? Or are we saving it?
No, you can play this tonight. That's fine.
Yeah, let me see this. In your face. This is kind of fun. I got this today from a friend. I'm sure some of you have seen it before, but just check it out. Keith Olbermann lost me in 2016.
He lost me way before that.
Me too, but I'll just use 2016.
He looks like he needs to work at the DMV.
Yeah, he's still doing the hating on Bush routine, Mr. Chandelier for...
Well, I hate on Bush too, but...
Yeah, but he's doing it on Trump. Olbermann versus Trump. I'm getting to the point where I'd almost like a piece of Keith. I really would. So, but yeah, Trump's planned live coup reports the proclaimed victory tomorrow night. This will give him the legal and political perception is reality and immoral and high ground. TV news must not air it live. Well, we've been
okay. Let's censor the freaking president of the United States.
Yeah. We've been talking about that. Yeah, I'm tired too. Oh shoot! Everybody calls me at the wrong time.
Brother or sister?
Friend. Wanting money, probably. I don't know. We've been talking about this. Trump's gonna claim victory. 5:00 Eastern? Is that when he's going to do it, or what?
No, I think he came out today and said that he wouldn't.
Oh, he's a liar.
When the media pressed him.
Yeah. Well, what promise has he ever kept? Really?
I don't give a shit what the popular vote says. I want to know what the electoral votes are, and let's go from there.
Yeah. J9 Campbell, I'm so tired. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Anyway, let's
till tomorrow. I think everybody needs a good night's sleep.
Yeah, well, we're just going. We're over. Yeah, it's a long one. Johnny Depp lost his case. Is that right?
Over?
Huh?
A little over.
Yeah.
Oh yes. So those who've been paying attention, Johnny Depp sued the Sun, which is a London paper, for defamation for accusing him of being a wife beater, basically. And so if you've been following this case and all the ins and outs and all the dirty dones, because there's more than one case, there's a case here in the U.S. too. And, they gave her a New York Times op-ed to pretty much cry about Johnny beating her. And pretty much it's came out that she is a borderline personality narcissist. He was a mark from the get-go. The whole reason they split up is because he wanted her to sign a marital agreement. Because they
Post?
didn't have a yeah, because he was in love. He didn't do a prenup.
Oh.
And so really what this came from was her money grab of him. And it comes out, every single one of Johnny's exes in the past came forward and said, no, he never had a history of abuse. Never was he like that. I mean, he was with Vanessa, whatever her name is, the model, for like 20 years. They had kids together. And she's like, no, he never raised his hand to me ever, ever. So, I mean, when you're abusive, it's a history. It's a cycle. It always happens. It's not something that changes. I don't believe that Johnny Depp was an abuser, but defamation cases are hard to prove. And sadly, justice was not on Johnny's side today.
Yeah, well, he was a narcissist too, so that's...
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a drunken narcissist too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't beating on her.
Yeah, I buy it. So you want me to run this?
Yeah.
So after months and months of deliberation on a case that ended July 27th, that's right, we're talking July 27th to November the 2nd, we finally have an answer to what transpired between Johnny Depp versus the Sun. This answer, it's disappointing too. I'm sure that you see the thumbnail there, but it's not the end-all, be-all. Why is that? Well, let's talk about this a little bit. Let's talk about what was involved in the case. Let's talk about how this, again, it was more than just this case. You have 2 cases involved here, and let's talk about that other thing called hearts and minds. So hey there. So today, you and I, we return to that not-so-wonderful world of Johnny Depp coverage. And I don't say that jokingly. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but at the same time, while this is disappointing, it is not some end-all, be-all. So when you and I talk about this case, there's a specific name that comes up again and again, Nick Wallace. And I think that name, Nick Wallace, it showcases the game changer that this particular case is. Why? Because Nick Wallace was crowdfunded by people like you, by people like myself. We had gotten tired of media representation or media disinformation, as it were, about this, and we wanted to know what was going on. This guy, he was available, he was live tweeting, he was going to go to it one day, but people crowdfunded him being there for 2 weeks, and beyond that, he supplied all of the documentation you're looking at here, the stuff we've been reviewing, so props to him. Now, if you look at the way that this case is set up, too, I mean, it had quite a few things involved. And when I look at the involvement here, I'm not surprised that the case went the way that it did, but again, I'm disappointed because...
So basically, the media, the mainstream media, because Rupert Murdoch owns the Sun and then owns all of the subsidiary fucking rag mags that are below it, they ran a smear campaign against Johnny Depp this whole time. And so the truth during this lawsuit was only coming out because of independent media. So yet again, YouTube, independent media finding their own lane because mainstream is controlled and paid, had to break this story and the truth about this story. And they too are being censored on something as stupid as this. They are being stifled and taken out of the algorithms, all the same things that we complain about. I mean, they're everything short of taking them off the air like they do us.
Good example, great example. Johnny, fuck you, I mean, really. But
right. He's super uber rich. Who cares?
Yeah,
he's an elite, whatever.
But he bleeds
the
money.
The fact of the matter is if Johnny Depp cannot come up against the Sun and the Murdoch machine and get some truth out, who the fuck can?
I know. And this is my point. Just remember, we said it last week again, and I'll say it. The mass media complex, the military-industrial complex, trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. That's the bottom line. Money, honey. Money and power. That's it. So, again, we are going to our Wipey Award. We have a Wipey Award with one of...
I do have
one of our favorites. One of our favorites. Oh,
we got 2 Wipies, I think, tonight.
Yeah. Oh, well, before we get into it completely, let's get J9. Thank you, J9. I'm so unwilling to continue this. I'm tired of all the bull of this world. Yeah, I get you now, J9. We are too. Yeah. We are too. And we're just, Chanda and I are going out swinging with our sisters and brothers. You guys,
Chris.
we're done. We're so done. So thank you for that,
we are so
Janon Campbell. We really do truly appreciate that. And
You guys are cracking me up in the chat.
oh, they are. They're Chris Foster's killing me. I'm going to break another rib, Chris. I'm going to break another rib. Now let me see if I can get this to work again. Okay. All right. We got two. This is number one.
Glenn, yeah. Glenn, if Biden wins, that's going to be the power structure, a Democratic Party fully united with neocons, Bush Cheney operatives, CIA, FBI, NSA, Wall Street, and Silicon Valley, presenting itself as the only protection against fascism, and much of the left will continue marching behind it. Absolutely.
So it's okay for them to unite the other side, but not the people.
Right, because they're all united against the people.
And it's the wealthy of all sides being united against the poor that they keep dividing and dividing and dividing. It's
keep stomping that boot on our neck and see what happens.
Yeah, you just keep doing it, suckers. And
fuck around and find out.
One of your favorites and mine.
Caitlin. I love Miss Caitlin Johnstone. The U.S. empire is the creepiest thing in the world. There's the smiley face serial killer monologuing about freedom and democracy and churning out movies about how fun and happy it is while butchering human beings all around the world. The more you think about it, the creepier it gets.
You know, she touches on something that I've complained about time and time again. I can't turn on the mindless television box and not get war, murder, death, kill. I mean, or it's the other end of that. Oh, the Hallmark Channel. Oh, everybody, they don't have jobs. They don't have real lives, but it's either or. It's and so what do I land on? I land on the Hallmark Channel when I want to get lost in Fantasyland. But I'm sick to death of promotion of war and murder and militarization of the cops being the good guys all the time. Horse shit. So there you go. Well said, Caitlin. Thank you for those. Said. Do we have a bonehead thing? Is that
We do have a bonehead. There's a bonehead video.
A bonehead video, and it stars.
And just a reminder of who Joe Biden really is.
Okay, bonehead Joe Biden. There we go. Loving it.
Let me ask you a question, Joe.
Yeah,
you're right here with me. Yeah. Have you been on the floor of the Senate? You were in the Senate for a few years.
Yeah.
Time and time again, talking about the necessity with pride about cutting Social Security, cutting Medicare, cutting veterans programs.
No.
You
bullshit.
No.
No.
When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I meant veterans spending. I meant every single solitary thing in the government.
Look, here's the deal. You're an honest guy. Why don't you just tell the truth here? We all make mistakes.
I am telling the truth.
But no, you're not.
I tried it once. I tried it twice. I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time.
Joe, let me repeat it again. I want you just to be straight with the American people. I am saying that you have been on the floor of the Senate time and time again talking about the need to cut Social Security, Medicare, and veterans programs. Is that true or is that not true?
No, it's not true.
Oh my
God. Not true?
That is not true.
I meant veterans spending. I meant every single solitary thing in the government.
Everything was on the table. I did not support any of those cuts in Social Security or in veterans benefits.
Whoa. Everything was on the table. All right, you're right. You just said it, including, in your judgment, cuts to Social Security and veterans.
In order to get the kinds of changes we need on other things related.
Joe, then
but we did not cut it.
I know, because people like me helped stop that. All that I would say to the American people, go to YouTube. It's all over the place. Joe said it many, many times, and I'm surprised. You know, you can defend that,
Go look it
change
up on
your
the
mind
Google
on
machine.
it, but you can't deny the reality.
You know,
Bernie dropped that, and I don't know why it was reshared on his page recently, but tonight, Bernie held a "Our issues are on the ballot" rally for Biden virtually tonight.
Yeah, I maybe somebody leaked it out again from the Bernie people, and I'm sure they're probably going to be fired for it, or not. Who knows? Who knows how these?
Almost says that Trump was using that clip at rallies against Biden. Yeah, he was also using all of his gaffes too. I saw one today where he just stood there for 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Trump stood on stage and didn't say a word, but out of the loudspeakers was every stupid thing that Biden has said in this election.
Yeah. Hey, Almost, I didn't see you come in. What do you? It's past your bedtime, almost. Damn it.
Yeah. We don't. We want you to get your skin back.
Yeah, get your skin back, bonehead. In a loving way. We loved Amos on Saturday night. He was great.
Yeah, he was funny.
We got Fee Says, one of our favorite segments, new segments.
He says, toss up 0, people 0, oligarchs 538.
Drop the mic, Fee.
Boom.
Boom. Boom. Is that it for tonight? Are we done?
That is for tonight.
That is for tonight. What is this?
Yes. This is a series I'm bringing tomorrow about Abby, the spoon lady. I freaking love Abby. She's an amazing activist. She's been homeless. She was a hobo who rode the rails, and she plays spoons, and she's amazing.
Are we going to play spoons right now?
No.
Tomorrow?
I was going to save this for tomorrow.
Okay, you'll have to come tomorrow. Don't be mad at us. We've been on for almost an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. We drop at an hour 43 for some reason.
Yeah, so I'm so sorry, guys. We have to go. What song are we going out with tonight?
Whatever you choose.
I'd like to play this one, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, let's work on that one a little bit.
What is this? Is this?
That's for tomorrow's closing.
Okay. Well, let me find one. Do we have any?
You guys scroll down. Remember we were cutting the deck at 43 for the Convo show tomorrow, because we are going to be on the Convo couch tomorrow from 2 to 3. We are taking the Convo couch dive.
The Convo couch dive. We are so happy to be at the Convo couch tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Hopefully it gets there. All right. What do you want to do? God, pick one, damn it. Small town.
Eyes. I gave him too many choices. See what happens when you give
I can't
Oz too many
choose.
choices.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody tonight for coming.
Yeah.
Lisa, thank you,
notice.
Lisa. Great show. Lisa Friedman, love it. Keith Hayes, love you. Annie Ann, love you. J9, love you. Sharyar, love you. Jordan Allen, love you. Annie Ann.
We were low energy tonight, but we had such a big rager party for Halloween.
Oh God, yeah. My Tim Buck, I'm bleeding out my eye socket still. It's where I was picking that stuff out. If you have any suggestions or anything, tell us to go to hell. Whatever, couch surfing.
We're going couch surfing tomorrow.
Yeah, please email us at roarmedialive@gmail.com. You can yell at me or cuss at me or anything else, or give me kisses. Chanda, thank you so much. We've got a long week ahead of us. We're going to do the show tomorrow on Convo Couch, and tomorrow night we're going to do a little election review as long as we can.
We're going to do an election dive.
Election dive tomorrow night, starting at what time? 7?
Probably 7. I doubt
7.
we're going to have results. We'll just have chaos.
Yeah, unless the internet goes down. And then we'll be back Wednesday morning with Women's Wednesday. We're just going to sit back.
We got Graham Elwood, I
Yes.
think, stopping by as an honorary woman.
Yeah, not confirmed, but he's supposed to be there. And we'll have Christine, the natural progressive, and Chanda, and hopefully we'll have another lady in there with Graham and the girls, and I'll be able to hide behind the curtain.
I'm really looking forward to Amber's healthcare forum on Thursday.
Thursday night, I will have a card up for that as soon as she gets it to me, which she'll get it to me tonight. So we're having a healthcare forum Thursday night at 7 p.m. Pacific. And then the Friday dive, and then No Joke on Saturday, I believe. Amos has got a section Wednesday tomorrow. That would be Wednesday. It's just me and Amos Wednesday, I think, after Women's Wednesday, unless he has a guest at 5:30 Pacific time. I thought you were going to forget me, didn't you, Amos? I remembered last minute. I'm really tired. No Joke on Saturday, and then we have the bad news. We are going to take 4 days off.
Are we doing a Beauty and a Boomer this Saturday?
I don't think so, unless you want to. Up to you. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, let's talk about it and see if the world's burning, because we might need to. But
Yeah,
I know Oz needs a few days off. Oz is worn down, and
Yeah.
I can feel his energy level needs recharge.
I am always up for a Beauty and the Boomer. If you want to do one, if the chat wants us to do one, let us know. Send us roarmedialive@gmail.com saying, damn it, Oz, get your head out of your butt. We want Beauty and the Boomer.
Yeah, that's a little bit looser show than what we do the rest of the week and on our own individual shows. I'm really serious on the accidental activist because I'm interviewing candidates and politicians and activists. So Saturday nights are kind of our cut loose. And when the guests come on Saturday nights, we want them to be able to cut loose a little. It's a good time all the way around.
Yeah, and I get to drink. So that's I'm not a drinker. I haven't drank in years, but since I started doing Beauty and the Boomer, I've been inspired to.
You were doing triples.
I was doing triples. I did 2 triples back to back, and it was like I had to crawl into my dog's bed to get some less that night. So,
You slept in Derma's bed.
yeah, I know she was happy though because I was nice and warm and sweaty.
Yeah, it's like cuddle daddy.
Yeah, cuddle daddy. But yeah, Ann, the dive tomorrow is going to be an election dive at 7 p.m. Not tomorrow morning because we've got a lot of prep. Shanna's been working her fanny off.
I'm trying to write like 5 shows.
Yeah.
2 days.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think I'm going to play the clown and the queen. And again, thank you, everybody. We love you all.
Yeah. This is a good throwback to 2016. This was an amazing independent artist. Bernie, we saw so many great independent artists come up, from the Bernie Sanders movement. So.
Oh, yeah, hell yes. And I have not heard this. I'm so looking forward to it.
Oh, you're going to love it. This guy's very talented.
All right, here we go. Clown and the Queen.
I need more boomers.
I
don't need more boomers. That's the problem.
You need more. Yeah. Anyway, night, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Bye.
Everybody tried to stop him, but he couldn't give up the fight. Said, feed the hungry, heal the sick folks too. Feed the hungry, heal the sick folks too. Gotta stand together, no time to sing the blues. Boss and the banker decided he had to go. And the banker decided he had to go. If you can't feed Bob, we're gonna have to lay it low. Tear him apart. Clown played the fool cause the people do love a show. Clown played the fool cause the people do love a show. With your eyes on the clown, where little Queenie goes. Snuck along the fence row, sowing seeds of fear. Snuck along the fence row, sowing seeds of fear. If you follow the queen, then the clown will disappear. When they tried to make him bow, he said cut and run, but the old man didn't know how. Bird came down just to hear that old man's word. Oh Lord, the bird came down just to hear that old man's word. Go fly, little birdie, tell the children what you heard. Oh, 100 million people showed up at the castle gate. The Queenie heard him knocking, she knew it was much too late. They caught that clown, he was running out the back. Oh, they caught that clown, he was running out the back. When he saw them coming, that clown had a heart attack. Saw an old man standing up for what was right. Saw an old man standing up for what was right. Everybody tried to stop him, but he said, don't give up the fight. Everybody stand together and never give up the fight.